How's it going, everyone? G Smith64 here, coming at you today with another fictional characters in D&D. And today's is a little bit of a treat. For today, we're going a little on the smaller side, heading into Deep Nest and investigating the Knight from Hollow Knight. Let's dive in, shall we? On to the difficulty of this build. For this build, I give it a medium difficulty, or a 3 out of 5. And for difficulty of RP, I give this a 4 out of 5. This is for seasoned players, this is not for newer players. This build requires magic, which is not exactly easy for some players. And this build will be harder to play in the roleplay department because you are hunting down your Patreon to eventually, or your patron, not your Patreon, to eventually kill him. The tiny crustacean that could, what race and class are he? He's going to be a Goblin Warlock, but not just any Warlock, a Hexblade Warlock. Goblin fit him the best because there are no really bug type classes and I wanted you to be a small race for it. Plus you get Dark Vision, Fury of the Small, and Nimble Escape from being a Goblin. All of these adding into your character, as well as +2 to your dexterity and a +1 to your constitution. Goblin's not exactly weak, and it fits the knight fairly well. Why? Now you may be asking why a Hexblade Warlock. Because the knight has lots of abilities such as his blast, his flight, his wall climb, and all of that don't really fit other classes such as Eldritch Knight or Fighter, Barbarian, anything like that. So that will be affecting why he is a Hexblade Warlock. Now your patron will be the Hexblade, aka the Hollow Knight, and your goal as the Knight is to eventually kill the Hollow Knight and end the sickness that is befalling your homeland. So let's go ahead and hop into the point buy system and show us what our stats are. Once again, using the point buy system, our stats are actually pretty simple this time. We'll have an 8 in strength because we won't need it. We have a 14 in dexterity because we'll get a +2 from our race, making it a 16, so that way we have a +3 in it. We have 15 constitution, we have 8 intelligence, 10 wisdom, and 15 charisma. Because the knight, while not strong, is a speedy little boy, and he can take a hit from creatures that are much larger than him. That's why his constitution's so high, and you'll need that extra health. Intelligence, he's not the smartest man around, he's just following his orders. That is as simple as that. Wisdom is because he's wise in the battles, knows how to defeat his foes, and learns their patterns. And then charisma is because somehow, even though he never talks, he still makes tons of friends in Dirtmouth, and it's your casting ability, so you'll need that high. Last but not least, as always, my builds go up to level 5, so I'm going to tell you how to build him to level 5. Starting off at level 1, the cantrips you will know will be Eldritch Blast, Infestation. The 2 spells you'll know will be Hellish, Rebuke, and Cause Fear. That way you can intimidate your foes or hit them back every time they hit you. Once you level up to level 2, you'll get Arms of Hadar. You'll summon tentacles to slap things for you. I couldn't really think of a better spell for this one. There's not really any good spells in Warlock for level 1. Level 3, that's when you'll be taking Tome of the Blade, or Pact of the Blade, so that way you get into some even juicier abilities for your character, as well as level 2 spells. So now you will be taking Misty Step. Finally, at level 4, you will take Spider Climb, and level 5, you will take Fly. Spider Climb being his double jump ability, how he can essentially climb up walls with ease, and Fly will be his blast ability, how he can launch himself flying across the room. As long as he doesn't hit anything, he can stay in the air. Then we'll go into Eldritch Invocations, which will be Agonizing Blast, Armor of Shadows, Improved Pact Weapon, which you'll get at level 5. And then one more I also recommend is Thirsting Blade. You won't get a fourth one until level 6, but Thirsting Blade and Improved Pact Weapon aren't available till level 5. I recommend both of these because you'll be an up-and-close Warlock fighting on the front lines. And that being said, when you get that 2 points to increase your stats at level 4, I recommend you put those into your Charisma. Because as a Hexblade, all of your weapons will be using your Charisma modifier instead of your Dex or Strength modifier. And Armor of Shadows allows you to cast Mage Armor on yourself, so you won't really need armor, and it'll be a 13 plus your Dex modifier. So Dexterity and Charisma are your two most important stats as the Knight. But I mean, yeah. That being said, I'm going to list the spells down below in case you get lost. They'll be in the description. But that's it. That is the Knight in D&D. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.